Hello everybody, how you doing today? My name is ZachTG, and today we will be continuing Virtue's Last Reward. Yeah, last time we apparently got up into another nonary game, yeah, hence this title right there, the nonary games. Met a weird girl who seems to know me, or not, rather, called Phi, and we learned that the rules of Virtue's Last Word are quite a bit different from 999 in that, well, we learned the location of a number 9 doorway, but we have to get our bracelet points BP up to 9 in order to escape from the game, pretty much. And of course, in the last episode, we happened to take pretty much the magenta door path with Luna. And, of course, we allied with Luna, gaining 2 BP for, well, me, Phi, and Luna. And apparently we have a decision on which room should we investigate first to see whether there's a secret passage out or not, which I doubt there is. So, let's continue on Virtue's Last Reward. Alright, so let's continue. And yeah, this will be a heck of a long game. Longer than 999, definitely. Yeah, honestly, it really doesn't matter which room you start from here. It really doesn't affect the story majorly in any way, so let's head to the lounge first. And here's the lounge.
Oh, Sigma. Perfect timing.
You were here earlier, right?
Yeah, I was. Phi, Luna, and I were the first into this room.
Did you find anything suspicious?
Like, secret pathway or something.
You really think that's the kind of detail I would have neglected to mention?
Anything else, then? Anything out of the ordinary?
Out of the ordinary? Well, I mean, everything about this room is out of the ordinary.
How about this?
Isn't that obvious? It's an astronomy magazine. Apparently, it's got an article about lunar eclipse. Says it's going to happen on December 31st, 2028.
This New Year's Eve, then?
Yeah. 6 days from now.
Wait, what did you say? What do you mean 6 days?
Well, today's Christmas, right? So...
Wait a minute. When were you grabbed?
Didn't you hear me? On Christmas! About 2 or 3 in the morning. Wait, did they pick you up on a different day?
Yeah.
I was abducted in the middle of the night on December 22nd.
What about you?
I think it was the 20th.
Then we were all taken on different days.
Does that mean we were just sleeping until the nunnery game started?
Maybe they kept us on a Soparil IV drip or something?
In theory, you could have everyone wake up at the same time if you got the dosage right.
Then today might not even be the 25th.
I think that's likely.
Yeah. Some of us were probably abducted after you.
Oh. Well, I guess that explains why I feel kind of dizzy.
You too? I felt disoriented since I woke up. My body doesn't feel right.
Well, maybe it's because we were asleep for so long. Your muscles start to atrophy if you don't use them.
Then what day is today?
Beats me.
I have no idea.
Well, what about you guys? Was there anything interesting in the crew quarters or the infirmary?
Nah, nothing in the quarters. Oh well, there was a book about a cat.
A cat?
Yeah. Something about a cat in a box and whether it's dead or alive. Didn't make any sense to me, though.
Well, it doesn't really sound like something that's going to help us get out of here.
Yeah, I didn't think so either.
How about to the infirmary? Find anything interesting?
Well, actually, there was one thing.
What?
I wasn't trying to hide it. The right moment to mention it just never came up.
You don't need to apologize. Just tell us what you found.
Well, see for yourself.
It's a newspaper article, looks like.
Yeah, it was in the safe in the infirmary.
Let me see that. Radical 6 infection spreads. Cure continues to elude authorities.
What the hell? What's Radical 6?
Just read the article.
I swallowed and began to read. The Radical 6 virus continues to spread across the globe like wildfire. The WHO has confirmed... should I say WHO or WHO? I think I'll say WHO. The WHO has confirmed that the death toll is estimated to have passed 100,000 victims. Immediate quarantine of any affected patients is strongly advised. Do you think we're in a quarantine facility?
You mean you think we got infected with this Radical 6 thing? Oh, come on, you gotta be kidding me.
Well, we don't know anything for sure, but look at us. We seem pretty healthy. Admittedly, I don't know what the symptoms of Radical 6 are. But if it's killing people worldwide, they must be horrific. Now, just look at this soft, lustrous skin. This perfect, shapely face. Does this beauty look like something infected with an awful disease? You want to touch it, don't you, boy? I can see it in your eyes. Go on. Try.
Well, I am feeling a little weird.
That could just be from sleeping for a couple of days. Or maybe it's a side effect of that drug.
Oh, hi, Ricardo. How are you doing today? Yeah, I've actually got done playing Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, and now I'm just trying something different. The second game in the Zero Escape Trilogy, Virtue's Last Reward. Yeah, this game will take a heck of a long time for me to finish, and I pretty much just started yesterday.
Besides, if this is where they ship people to quarantine them, don't you think there aren't enough, people? This thing is killing people all over the world, right? So why would there only be 9 of us here?
Yeah, I guess you do have a point.
Think about it. Zero is forcing us to play this nonary game. Why would the government quarantine people and then make them play a game?
Also a good point.
Yes, it is.
So you're saying there's no connection between our abductions and this virus?
Probably not.
Well, it's still something we should remember, I suppose. I mean, even if we're safe in here, our friends and families are still out there.
That's true. I hope they're all right.
Wait a minute. When did this virus actually show up? I've never heard of it before.
Neither have I.
Me either.
So what day is it? If this Radical 6 killed hundreds of thousands of people while we were asleep, just how long have we been here for? Oh, happy 27th birthday. And a good job finishing the blind playthrough of Knack 2.
I don't think you'll be able to just puzzle that out. If we want the truth, we need to find more information.
Okay, I think I'll go look around a bit more then. I've already spent plenty of time here anyway.
Alice and I are gonna stick around. You know, just in case you miss something. Don't really feel like I can trust your eyes.
Whatever. I turned and headed for the exit. Where to next? Well, let's go to the infirmary next. How's it going? You guys find anything?
Hello, Mr. Sigma.
Nothing yet.
Oh.
Well, Alice, Clover, and I did go over this room quite thoroughly. I doubt you'll find any hidden hallways here.
Why are you back here then?
Well, I was concerned about the lady you found. Who would do such a horrible thing?
Given what we know so far, you're the most likely candidate.
Fine, please. Why would I kill this woman?
Hey, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying the evidence points to you right now. If we find more evidence in the future, that could change.
We were so busy earlier that I never got to ask, but do any of you know who she is?
Beats me. I've never seen her before.
I don't know her either.
Neither do I. Well, I suppose I might have known her before I lost my memories, but
Yeah.
there's no way to know, is there?
You still can't remember anything?
No. Not even a little, unfortunately.
You better be telling the truth about this amnesia stuff.
Are you suspicious of me too, Sigma?
Suspicious? Have you looked in a mirror lately? You might as well have suspicious tattooed across your forehead.
If someone ran into you on the street at night, they'd probably pass out from fright.
Or maybe even during the day.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I apologize for my frightening appearance.
Well, it's not really something you need to apologize for. I mean, it's not your fault, right?
No, I suppose not. Well, I assume not.
But what?
I'm not sure why, but none of this feels particularly strange. The mask and the suit, I mean. In a way, it almost feels natural. I don't feel as though I was forced into it.
Are you saying this is how you always look?
No, I don't think that's it.
This might be a pretty obvious question, but is there any way for you to take it off?
No. I've tried several times, to no avail. I honestly don't even know where to start. But there is something I'd like to ask of you. There are parts of the suit I can't see. Could you have a look and tell me if perhaps there is a switch or something similar?
Yeah, the objective of this game is, well, to basically get out of this nunnery game, in which, yeah, the way the nunnery game works in this game, we have the number 9 door at the beginning, and we have to get through that door. Yeah, unfortunately, the door is locked, and the only way to open it is to raise our BP bracelet points up to 9, which can only be increased by, yeah, reading. Yeah, by participating in what is known as the Ambidex games, which we've either ally or betray. Depending on the choices, we can either increase our points or lose our points. Yeah, if you're still confused about the rooms, about the rules, yeah, I think that, yeah, they do explain a bit in part 1 of the stream that I did before, but I'm pretty sure they'll explain it some more later on in this stream. With no further warning, he removed his robe and turned his back to us. It took no time at all to find something of interest. Also, hello, the Vaping God. How are you doing today? Sorry if I failed to mention you before. There's a hole here on the back of your head.
Hole?
Yeah, looks like you insert something. It says open, so maybe if you put some kind of key in there.
You could open up the suit and take the mask off.
I see. That's excellent news. We just need to find whatever it is that goes in there, then.
Yeah, not many people playing visual novels, unfortunately. I just really like visual novels, to be honest, at least some of them.
Thank you.
Yeah, I really like the Zero Escape game so far. It's a pretty interesting series.
I feel somewhat relieved. I was beginning to fear I might have to spend
Also,
the rest of my life like this.
Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow, the Vaping God.
Wait, a minute ago you said that it felt natural.
Well, it does, but that doesn't mean I want to stay in it forever. Imagine having glasses, for instance. Wearing them doesn't feel strange. You'd hardly want to wear them all the time, forever, would you?
Definitely not.
That's what wearing this suit is like. Well, I think that's enough about me. Should we move to the next room now?
No. There still might be something here. I'm staying.
Me too.
I see. Well then, I will move ahead and see how our companions are doing. What do you intend to do?
I think I'll be moving along too.
Where do you plan to go?
Well, we really have no choice. We gotta go to the only place we haven't explored yet, the crew quarters. I was thinking I might go over to the crew quarters.
Very well. I shall head for the lounge then. Until we meet again. Excuse me.
Kay's robes flowed silently around him as he turned to leave. I made my way out of the infirmary behind him. Had no problem, the Vaping God. Yeah, glad you stopped by, if only for a moment, at least. Huh? So these are the crew quarters, huh?
Oh, Sigma, what are you doing here?
Hey, come on, man. Don't be like that. We aren't enemies, are we?
I wonder.
What happened to you, Temiochi? You've been acting weird ever since we found that lady's body.
Oh, you think so? But you sure it ain't just all in your head?
Fine. Let's move on to something else, then. You and Quark. Is he your, grandkid?
Why do you want to know?
Why? Well, I mean, why do you think? He keeps calling you Grandpa. Of course I'm gonna wonder what the deal is. We all got kidnapped and brought here, apparently for no reason. Now they're making us all play some sort of weird game. I'm just trying to find a little meaning in all this nonsense. That's it. So tell me, Tamiochi, are you really Quark's grandpa? Clover, Luna.
Sigma, where'd you come from?
Did you not want me here?
No, it's okay, I guess. I just thought Tenmyoji was the only other person here.
This is the crew quarters. I came here with Clover and Tenmyoji. We decided we'd split up to investigate.
Huh. Makes sense. So, you find anything?
0.
What? Which one?
No, I meant I found 0 things.
What about you? Anything suspicious?
I didn't find anything either. Although, I guess you could say this whole facility is suspicious.
Oh, thanks, the Vaping God. I think I'm acting Sigma pretty well. Although, when it comes to parts of the game where the other characters' voices, yeah, might have differing opinions. So far, I pretty much only acted Phi and Luna because, well, those are the only characters that have not said anything during when I interacted them with the puzzle segments thus far. And I have a feeling we're about to come up on a puzzle segment pretty soon. Yeah, you got a point there. So, why do you think Zero put all these puzzles and stuff all over the place?
Well, maybe solving all of these puzzles is part of the nonary game.
Yeah, you should have, Ricardo. Really? I thought the nonary game was a couple rounds of the AB game. Why would he need the puzzles and stuff then? And yeah, Clover definitely knows something from the previous experience. Well, what is the nonary game then? Why is Zero making us do all this?
Well, this is just, speculation, but maybe it's for entertainment. So rich, powerful people can watch.
Entertainment?
Yes. They're probably off in an opulent theater, watching us struggle while they drink brandy and eat caviar.
Okay, I forget who suggested this in 999 as well, but I doubt that some people out there are just watching this just for entertainment. It did not work in 999, and it's certainly not going to work here.
Oh, you think so, huh? So some rich bastards killed her off for kicks. What kind of a death is that?
Well, maybe her dying didn't have anything to do with the rest of the game.
No, Kay was right. If her dying wasn't part of all this, the rabbit would have said something. But what we get? Nothing. Just tells us to keep playing and disappears. I can only think of one reason he'd do that. Murdering her was always part of Zero's plans. Now, if you can think of another way all this fits, well, I'd love to hear it.
What do you think about Luna, the Vaping God?
So you're saying that Zero Senior is the one who murdered the old lady?
Hell, it sure looks that way.
That means there's a 7 in 1 chance anybody could be the murderer.
Wait, 7?
Well, Alice and I can't be Zero.
Okay, I'll let the eye parts go, but you're gonna have to give me a little to convince me Alice can't be Zero.
What? Come on. Alice and I know each other.
Well, how do you know each other?
I guess you could say we're co-workers.
And where do you co-work?
An organization?
That's kind of vague. What kind of organization?
That's... I can't tell you.
What? What do you mean you can't tell us?
I mean, I can't tell you. Just forget about it, okay?
Why can't you tell us?
Because it's confidential. I promised I wouldn't tell.
Oh, come on! Don't give me that! Look around you, Clover! You really think this is the time for playing it close to the chest?
Yeah! What if the people you work for have something to do with what's going on here?
Yeah, you're right. Maybe I should tell you.
Finally!
Hey, sorry to butt in, but it's time to go.
What? Time to... Oh, shit. It's past time. We gotta go.
You think?
Oh, I guess we'll just have to continue this later. We need to get back to the doors.
Shit. I guess you're right. Let's go. Alright, it's just about time for the next puzzle segment. Yeah, but first, another choice of which door to go to next.
Chromatic doors have opened.
Oh, and just to give you the idea of how long this game is, I spent about 3 hours during the last part, and of course the 20 some minutes in this part, and this is as far as I've gotten so far, with quite a bit more of this game to go. Just to give you the idea of how long this game could get.
5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
Ugh, you're late. What were you doing?
Sorry!
An apology is not going to cut it. I can't go through that door without you. Zero said we'd get penalized if we didn't go through the primary door before it closed. Are you trying to kill me?
No, of course not! I thought you did need a partner to get through the primary doors, though. Really, Sigma? Really? Sometimes you could be a bit of an idiot sometimes, you know that.
Are you kidding me? Think it through, Sigma. Yes, you can go through the primary door by yourself. Now, you're standing in front of the secondary door. The time limit comes, and the primary door shuts. Now what? Now you're stuck, is what? Without the right number of bracelets, the secondary door won't open. Do you understand?
There'd be no way to open either door, huh? Man, that sounds even worse than getting your lungs turned off.
Sorry for worrying you, Quark.
In any event, now is hardly the time to be fighting like this. As you can see, the primary doors have already opened. We must hurry and decide who will be going through which door and with whom.
Yeah, virtual novels. Yeah, they're very big. So, how should we pair
We're
up?
almost out of time. I'll just explain it as fast as I can.
Yeah, I doubt this game will take that long, honestly, the Faith in God. I think it's more like 20 hours, a bit, maybe more.
Just like before, there are only 3 possible combinations.
The options Phi laid out for us were the following. Option A. Alice and I, Cyan, would pair up with Luna, Yellow, and go through the green door. Tenmyochi and Quark, Magenta would pair up with Clover, Cyan, and open the blue door. Phi and Dio, Yellow, would pair up with K, Magenta, and open the red door. Option B. Alice and I, Cyan, would pair up with K, Magenta, and go through the blue door. Tenmyochi and Quark, Magenta would pair up with Luna, Yellow, and open the red door. Find Dio, Yellow would pair up with Clover, Cyan, and open the green door. Option C! Alice and I, Cyan, and Clover, Cyan would pair up and go through the red door. Tenmyochi and Quark, Magenta would pair up with K, Magenta, and open the green door. Find Dio, Yellow would pair up with Luna, Yellow, and open the blue door.
3 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
Alright, so what are we doing?
I'm not pairing up with Kay.
Oh? Why not?
We'd end up playing against each other in the next AB game. Last time, you betrayed Clover. How am I supposed to know you won't do the same to me? You can't be trusted.
How unfortunate. To be honest, however, I would rather not go with you either.
Yeah? Why's that?
Well, you only have one BP left. I very much doubt you'll choose to ally in the next round. Even if you promised me you would choose to ally, I'd be in an undesirable situation. You see, I wouldn't be able to choose to betray. If I did, and you were true to your word and allied, then I would kill you. So there you are. That is why I do.
Yeah, it
not
might
wish
take
to be
even
paired
longer with this, since I'm
Tenmyochi.
basically reading mostly every lines and just waiting for the people to read their dialogue, so it's gonna take a little bit longer than usual.
Of course, for the same reason, I would rather not be paired with Alice.
That's not a problem. Sigma and I will be taking Clover. I trust her more than any of the rest of you.
Yep. I want to go with Alice, too.
Hey, wait a minute! Don't I get a say in this?
I would like to go with Sigma or Phi. They chose Ally last time.
Ooh, I like the sound of that. I'm Phi's partner. You should pair up with us. Sound good?
No.
I am also opposed to that choice.
Yeah, definitely not that other choice, Dio. Definitely not.
If Alice and Clover pair up, and Luna and Dio pair up, the rest of us don't have a choice.
Well, thanks for staying as long as you can, Ricardo. And hope you get a good rest.
We'll be stuck with Phi's option C.
I believe I mentioned before that I do not wish to be paired with Tenmyochi.
And I don't want to go with Kay either.
Okay, so C's definitely out. Then what the hell are we supposed to do?
1 minute remains until chromatic doors close.
What the? Quark? What's wrong, Quark?
It's all over. This is it. We're all gonna die.
Are you all right?
No. No. That's not it. Don't you get it? We aren't gonna die. We have to die.
What are you saying, Quark?
We have to die here. All of us.
What the hell? Oh, snap out of it, kid. Oh, come on, Quark, talk to me.
No, I'm fine. You're the crazy ones. Getting so serious about the stupid game. They should just stop
end this. End all of it. End everything.
We need to get him to the infirmary. No, we don't have time.
30 seconds remain
Yeah.
until chromatic doors close.
We don't have a choice. Quark's with me. I'll carry him through.
But we still haven't figured out who's going where.
I can't afford to be picky anymore. Someone just choose. I don't care who.
Sigma, you have to choose.
What? Why me?
Please, just do it. We don't have any time left.
9, 8, 7.
I swallowed. Alice and I will... Okay, and just to remind you, if you choose option C, go through the red door of Clover, Temyochi and Kay will basically say, no, pick again. So, between these two choices, I'd rather go with Luna again. See if she'll ally again, most likely. Alice, Luna, the green door.
Right.
I'm coming.
They both took off for the door, and I followed behind to run. I glanced back over my shoulder in time to see the others head into their respective doors. Vi, Dio, and Kay ducked into the red door, just as Temyochi carried Quark through the blue door, Clover right on his heels.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
Alright, so let's see what's behind this door. Whoa. Is this a dead end?
All 3 doors seem to be locked.
That's unfortunate.
What's this thing here?
It looks like the device next to the number 9 door.
Why don't you try pulling the lever?
Might as well. Huh? Look at the door on the right.
It opened.
Huh? That doesn't make sense. Why would just the one on the right open? How do you open the other 2?
You're probably just overthinking it. That door opened. That means we're going through it. Bring it on.
And I probably want to say that the first of your choice between the first 3 doors near the beginning of the game have an effect of which one of the 3 doors open for the second group of doors. So you don't have to go through the same rooms over and over again, doing the same puzzles. But
Don't go soft on me now. I'll leave you behind.
Come on, Sigma, let's go.
Gollum Bay. What is this place?
It is kind of confusing, isn't it? What is it for?
Well, I think it looks like some sort of workroom.
If you say so. We should split up and search it.
We need to find, key cards with moon symbols on them, right?
Yes. They should be somewhere in this room.
Alright, let's get to it. And here's where the puzzle part of the game begins, where you have to seek a way out of this room. So let's see if we can try to find a way out. Well, we have this weird robot thing here. Well, first we have a radio. Yeah, it depends on the kind of person. It's got an antenna. Do you think it could be a radio? Why don't you try turning it on? Yeah, well, I tried that. Nothing happens. Maybe the batteries are dead. What is it? I don't think it runs on batteries. There's an electrical socket on the side here. So you're saying it needs a power cable? Okay, yeah, we got this thing on the side. A chevron block. What is this? It looks like kind of like a hexagon. If you flipped one of the corners in, I mean, technically is still a hexagon, but yeah, we don't have any use for this thing yet, and what the heck is this? What is this? It feels kind of greasy. Maybe it's oil? Yeah, maybe. Well, I see a cable here, so maybe I just plug the radio here. A desk with some drawers. There's a PC monitor and a keyboard on top of it. But where's the computer? I'd imagine it's built into the monitor. It's kind of hard to see in this light, but there's a single cable coming out from the back of it. Is it a power cable? I think so. Then maybe we could connect it to something with an electrical socket. Have you seen anything like that, Sigma? Wait, you're holding it right now. Hurry up and plug it in. Oh, fine. I think we can plug this cable into the radio. Perfect. I guess it's nice that we plugged this radio in, but what do we do with it now? Why did you try tuning it? What? You need to adjust it so it's picking up a specific frequency. Maybe we'll hear something? Exactly. If we get really lucky, maybe it could pick up transmissions from outside. Unfortunately, we don't know the frequency yet. Right, I'll see what I can do. Yeah, I don't know what the right frequency is yet, so we can't do anything with this yet. Okay, well, I gave it a shot. What frequency am I supposed to tune it to, though? I guess it's not going to do us much good unless we know that, huh? You're probably right. Let's see if we can find any clues. Alright, let's find some clues first. Well, we got lockers. There's a white jacket in here. It looks like there's something on the light pole. A name tag. Alright, so we got Harold. And we got an ID number, 11010. Do you wear coats like this at work? Huh? You said you have a medical license, right? Oh, yes. Yes, I do. Okay. We got another jacket. A white jacket, huh? Oh, look! There's something in this pocket. Another chevron block. Maybe we can combine these two chevron blocks to something. Yeah, looks like we're about to make a 6-point star, what it looks like. But we need another block as well before we can do anything. 11010. Oh, hello. Is this a binder? There's a single piece of paper in here. It looks like a list. And we found a frequency list at last! Quite the potential pro streamer being cold. Yeah, is that supposed to be a compliment or something? Anyway, we have a frequency list here. And we know that Harold's frequency is 11010, so apparently the frequency we have to select is 400 hertz. So now we know the right frequency. Alright. Okay, so we have to get to 400 hertz. So let's try getting this in there and see if it works. Wait, what? It just jumped all across like that. It went 5 instead of 2. Maybe I'll try doing 3 times. Now jump 7. Alright, let's try 1. Now jump 3. Well, we're 5 spaces away from the 400 hertz, so There we go. Lucky. I've just got lucky there. Release... What? What was that noise? Releasing Gollum? Look! The monitor! It's reacted to the noise from the radio and turned on. So it's some kind of voice recognition system then. It looks that way, yes. There's something on the screen. This is... I think it's a blueprint of this room. And we found an image of the room layout. That's nice. So we got a rough sketch of the room. So apparently we have an on-off switch down there, V. And this some sort of suspicious mark. Wasn't that the mark where the oil was? And also we got these drawers here. No good. It won't open. Is it locked? Yeah. Well, there's a keyhole here, so we could probably get it open if we could find the key that fits. Doesn't look like it's going to open. It's probably locked. I don't see a keyhole anywhere, though. Hopefully this last door is unlocked. Yeah, it is. And we got this tablet. Huh. No response from this tablet. Is it broken? Part of the back seems to be held on by screws. I bet that's where the batteries go. Oh yeah, now I see. Now I just gotta find a screwdriver. Oh, we found the last block! And we gotta combine block to star. And what the heck is this? A poster, huh? It's a little unsettling. And maybe it's a clue? Yeah, let's take it. And the poster with an eye. Okay, I do not understand the heck what this is. Maybe we need to combine this with something later on. Oh, something here looks suspicious. We got a blue battery here. Well, we could combine it with a tablet, sure, but unless we could get it open, we're not putting that thing in. A toolbox. It's got a key in it. Huh. That's odd. What is it? This key. It obviously goes to this keyhole, but it won't turn. Can you get it out? Let me see. Oh, no wonder this key is pretty rusty. Maybe we can lubricate it with some oil or something? Maybe if I put this rusty key in the oil, and we get the oil-covered key. So now let's see what's in the toolbox. I guess it worked. The lock's open! Yeah. Let's have a look inside then, shall we? There's a bunch of stuff in here. Might as well have a look then. Detergent. And the screwdriver. Yeah, let's get the tablet open. Oh, we need 2 batteries, not 1. Well, we got the blue battery, might as well put it in before I forget. Now I just need to find a red battery. Battery B, I think. And a silver key. Well, I know something that needs that has a lock. Yes, it worked. Now open it. Hold on, no need to rush me. A star shape? Does this piece fit here or something? Yes, it fits perfectly. Did you hear a noise? Yeah, from the middle drawer. The middle one, huh? Oh, hello. We got this handle here. I want to see what happens if I can remove this oil. Oh, are you going to use that detergent to clean up the oil? That sounds like a good idea, but I don't think the detergent by itself is going to be enough. You need something to wipe it up with. Then how about putting the detergent on a rag or something? Seems like that would be easier. Alright, so we need to find a rag. Unfortunately, I did not see anything that kind of looks raggish. I guess the only thing I have left to do is to insert this wheel into this another 6-sided star figure. What's this thing? It's shaped like a star. Maybe you need to put something into it. Something that's shaped like a star, I'm assuming. Like maybe that wheel you found? Huh? Don't give me that. You're holding it right now. The other end of the shaft looks like it would fit in there perfectly. Why don't you give it a try? Oh, fine. Yes, perfect. Do you think you can turn it? Yeah, give me a second. What the hell? Something's coming down from the ceiling. Those are... Oh my goodness, it's like robot army. One's wearing boxers? What? Boxers or briefs? What? Oh my god. They look just like the thing on the table. Robots. Oh boy. Oh, I think I found the rag pretty much, most likely. This one's wearing boxers. Yeah, looks like it. Why would a robot be wearing underwear? Maybe he's, hiding something? Hiding what, though? Like a diary or something? Why the hell would you hide a diary in your crotch? Okay, well, maybe he's got a hose or something. Whoa, damn, way to cut to the chase there. Whatever, we'll know as soon as we get them off. Remove those shorts of obfuscation and let's gaze upon it, this so-called hose. Aren't you getting a little too excited about this? Alright, here goes. Ah! Luna, I haven't done anything yet. He's still decent. Besides, when you covered your face, you opened your fingers so you could see out. How old are you? Ah, you two are driving me nuts. I'll just take them off. Huh? Hiya! Well, let's see if this, it makes it a suitable rag. Yep, it is. Wonder if there's anything strange, going on. Well, this, robot seems to be holding a red battery, looks like. Alright, so let's clean up this oil. Okay, here goes. You're going to wipe up the oil with the boxers, right? Yeah. Okay, go for it. Good. Looks like it's clean now. I wonder what this is. There's something written here that the oil was covering up. 120 volts? That's interesting. Okay, this wasn't here before. This came down with the robots, right? Yes. It's got a pipe running out of it toward them. I have a feeling that means there's a connection there. Okay, so we have to supply the correct voltage. Okay, let me give this a try. Well, we know we have to get it to 120 volts. Let's see. How do I get to 120 volts? Yeah, there's 80 right there, so I just have to try to connect, get this so that it gets, 40. Yeah, like maybe I started at the wrong end or something. Wait a minute. How do I get this 10 down? What if I just get this 35 here and ignore this? Then I think it'll work. Yeah, that's 120 volts we need. There we go. Good job, Sigma. Oh, you're amazing. I've fallen for you all over again. Hey, what? Power distribution complete. Pre-boot sequence complete. Please press the power button located on the console. Whoa, what was that? I'm not sure. Better do what it says, though. As we know from the chart, it's right over here. On off. That announcement just now was about this button. You guys ready? I'm gonna push it. Yes, I'm ready. Same here. Go for it. Alright. And there. Did it work? Ah! Look! Their eyes! Eyes? Oh my goodness. Yeah, some of the eyes are working. But only specific ones. Wait a minute. 12 on one side, 12 on another. Wait a minute. I'm guessing the eyes meant that what the eyes are glowing. Okay, so let's see. B-E-A... C-O-N... Beacon. Let's see. Beacon of Hope. Beacon of Hope. Well, we haven't examined the tablet yet. Oh hey, the power's on. It's showing something. An authentication screen, maybe. It probably has some sort of security lock. Huh, 12-digit, digit lock. Well, we know what the password is, most likely. Beacon of Hope. There we go, password. Oh, you did, Sigma. You got through the login. Beacon of Hope. How optimistic. Sure. Look at the screen. And there's the escape password. Is this the password for the safe? But of course, with every puzzle room in this game, there's a optional file password. However, we really haven't seen something that gives us an extra clue or something. Though, if 12 eyes are lit, maybe, if 12 eyes are lit, maybe something happens if I try entering something with the opposite letters or something. Let me see. Reminiscence. Reminiscence? So let's see if we can enter that other word in here. Yeah, we can enter the password, so let's try spelling out Reminiscence. Yeah, this password works as well. I suspected as much. Good work! I'm impressed! What's our prize, I wonder? The screen's changed. And there's the hidden file password. Huh. This looks different. The symbols have changed, and they're in different places. Alright, now let's finally enter that safe. Huh? There's a button up here. Then maybe you should press it. Right. Here goes. Okay, didn't really do much, though. I swear I was trying to open the safe, not push the button. This is a safe, right? It looks like the ones in the AB rooms and the lounge. Yeah. This one is embedded in the table, but the door looks the same. It probably works like the others too, then. We just need a password to open it, right? Well, luckily we got the passwords. So I'm gonna enter, like usual, I'm gonna enter the file passwords first, and then the escape password, so... And the bottom account looks like star, star, moon. You did it! Good work! Well done. What's with the attitude? Never mind that. Let's just see what's inside. Alright, so we got pretty much secret files. Yeah, we'll learn about this stuff later on, especially the Chinese room, I bet. All these I think we'll learn later on. Alright, and of course the escape password on the left side, sun, star, star. Oh, it opened again! I wonder what's inside this time. There's a lot of stuff in here. That's good, isn't it? Better than having nothing, at least. Let's go through them one by one. First, we got a map. It says floor B. The map we found in the lounge said floor A on it. Well, we took the elevator down to get here, so floor A must be the upper floor. Yeah. Keep going. There's still a lot in there. These must be key cards. They have a picture of the moon on them. This must be what the announcer was talking about then. And we got 2 of them, just like with the sun cards. You should take one, Luna. Huh? Why? You're solo. Alice and I can keep the other one. Oh, of course. Thank you. Alright, what's next? Looks like a note. Here are some more AB game rules for you. Not voting is not an option. If both parties refuse to vote, then everybody gets penalized. In other words, one person out of every color group of 3 has to vote. And of course, we all know what the penalty is. Yeah, of course, we all know the penalty for disobeying is death. Fun. So all 3 of us can't abstain. There has to be at least 1 vote. Why would there be a rule like that, though? It seems pointless. I think Zero Senior wants to make sure people are actually playing the game regardless of the situation. What sort of situation are you talking about? Well, it could be anything, really. Whatever. We only got 2 things left. What's this thing? It looks like some sort of plug or key. I think we probably all know what this thing goes to, but I don't think we'll ever find out within this path for what that key goes to. I guess you insert it into something and twist? Do you see anything in here that could fit into? Even if we did, does it really matter at this point? What? Look in the safe. What's the last thing in there? A key. Is that the key to the exit? Pretty sure it is. We could get out now. Awesome! Let's... Wait! What should we do about the plug? Fine. I guess I'll hold on to it. I doubt we'll need it, but you never know. Sounds good. Let's go. Alright, now we got the key. Let's get out. The lock for the door. Right now, it says lock. You guys ready? I'm gonna open the door. Go ahead. I'm all set. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. And we escaped the Golem room. Not really that difficult once you know what you're doing.
Hold up, Governor.
Who was that? Was that you, Luna?
No.
Then, Alice?
You honestly think a voice that coarse could come from a throat as fine as this?
Then...
Oh, yeah, that was me, mate. Oi, over here.
Sigma, look! What is that?
The robot! It spoke?
Oh, blimey, that hurts. Ain't right for a fellow's back to feel like this.
It's a robot.
And it's talking.
With an accent.
Can't help it, Flower. Didn't choose to talk like this. Not by half. Now, Alice, darling. Do I rightly recollect you characterising my speech as coarse? Why, that's right cruel it is. You really think I asked for this? See, they figured they give us all a, what you call them, personality. Some tosser thought they'd give me this one. It ain't right, I tell you.
So, what the hell are you?
Cooper.
If you're a barrel maker, I'm an astronaut.
Right you are, my old son, right you are. Well, go on, have a butcher's, mate. What do I look like to you? Robot, you say? Well, nearly there, but they call us golems round here.
Golem?
Oh, I've heard of golems. They're sort of monsters, I guess, from Jewish folklore. They're made from clay, and they look like men. They're supposed to do whatever their master, or creator, or whatever commands them to do.
Well, aren't you a clever bird? You are, of course, correct. The golem of myth is a clay creation that moves under its own power. Our spellings are might different, though. The original blokes are spelled Golem, but me and my mates are Gaulem. That's an acronym for General Purpose Autonomous Labour Electronic Machine. The truth to tell, it's a bit rubbish when you write it out all like that, but I figure they wanted to make sure they had the golem thing in there, you know, what with us being robots and all.
So, should I just call you Gollum?
That don't seem quite kosher. After all of me mates here are golems too. I couldn't very well call all of you lot human, could I?
What should we call you then?
Well, we've all got a product ID, and they're unique. I figure that's as good a name as any.
And your ID is?
GTM-CM-G-OLM.
Whoa.
That's way too long. We can't remember that.
What? You taking a mickey out of me? Never had a problem myself. Right then, let's just use the last bit, shall we?
D-O-L-M?
Gollum.
Come on, man, that's just Gollum.
Well, I'll be buggered. Can't say I've ever noticed that before. Sure, it's a strange coincidence, isn't it?
Alright, Gollum. You said Alice, darling, a little bit ago, right?
What? A gentleman can't say something nice to a pretty young bird, eh?
No, I don't care if you call her darling. What I'm saying is, you called her Alice. How did you know her name?
Oh, she ain't the only one of you lot whose name I know. I know who you are, Sigma, and you too, Luna. I'm right familiar with all 9 of you.
How?
You don't know? Oh, they got cameras all over this place. Well, then again, the lenses aren't much bigger than a screw, and they're all in the way. So I suppose I can't really blame you for missing her. Now, as I was saying, there were these cameras, you see, and all of the data they record gets sent off to the mainframe in real time. So, I just gave the main core a ring, got those videos, and now I know everything you've done.
Then...
Does that mean...
You're Zero Jr.?
Cool, blimey. Are you bleeding serious? You gotta be off your box if you think I'm Young Master Zero. The Young Master is a right proper AI what supervises all the electronic bits and bobs in this place. My humble self, and knows what the misfortune to be like me, are more akin to computer terminals who are merely borrowing a little bit of the central core.
So golems are kind of like Zero Jr.'s servants?
No, not quite, Governor, not quite. I'd say me and me mates here are more like arms and legs, right? Now, you lot don't have brains in your arms and legs, do you?
Of course not.
Right you are, missus. You'd be all sorts of nasty if your elbows and that lumpy bit on your ankle was all packed with brains. Well, we're like your arms or legs. The Gollum's seat of consciousness, so to speak, ain't in the head. Fact of the matter is, it's not anywhere in the body, which makes a fellow wonder, where is it?
In the mainframe?
Spot on. So that part of me what thinks is in the mainframe. Everything this here body sees and hears and what have you, that all gets sent back there. Then the mainframe does some sort of computery jiggery pokery and comes up with some decisions, and those decisions beget commands. Now those commands are sent over the wireless like whoop whoop whoop, and eventually my body picks them up. Finally, those commands cause actions what move the various bits in my body. That's why this thing's like a computer terminal, you see. The body's just an output device of sorts. If we were talking about one of them personal computers here, you could say a golem's kind of like a monitor, right?
Huh? Oh, wait a minute. Then wouldn't that make you part of Zero Jr.?
Well, I suppose you could say that. What with us sharing the mainframe and all. But I don't know shit all about this game he's running. That part of the mainframe's locked away from the rest of us.
Dang.
I'm an independent core. Now, Zero and I are 2 different blokes. You recollect what Gollum stands for, huh? I'm autonomous.
But if that's the case, your hands and feet analogy doesn't really make sense. My arms and legs aren't autonomous. They don't just move on their own.
You sure, Governor? I watched you cross your arms just now.
Huh?
And now you're frowning and your forehead's getting all wrinkly. Do you do these things on purpose? Well, when you crossed your arms, were you thinking, right then, let's cross them, shall we? Curl on down then, mouth.
I guess that's a good analogy, the Vaping God.
Oh, and eyebrows. I'd be much obliged if you'd squeeze in a bit. There's a good pair of blokes. That's what you was thinking, innit? No? Didn't reckon so. I figured you did all of that subconsciously. Ain't no man on earth who says to himself, feeling a mite nervous, I'll just twitch me leg around a bit, you know? Who's thinking real hard about something and says to themselves, well, I think I'll just give the old loaf a scratch, that'll help. How's about when you reach for your tea? When you turn a page in your book? Or what about when your eyes just go straight for the pair on that bird you fancy?
Yeah, the list goes on, me chums. But all of those things are your subconscious at work. But true, when part of your body does something, it's because your brain said so. But that don't mean your conscious mind is involved. Fact is, it can't be. If your brain had to deal with all the piddly bits of living, it'd make you balmy. That's how us golems and the young master get along. You got it all sorted now, chums?
Then you're saying that Zero Jr. is the central part of the mainframe, and the golems are like his hands and feet?
Righto! Blimey. I guess I shouldn't be talking about such heavy rubbish, eh? My shoulders are all stiff.
You're a robot. How can your shoulders get stiff?
And you said your back hurt earlier. Are you just messing with us?
Yes, I did. And no, I ain't. Me back is a right mess, it is. Last maintenance check, they just left me here. I've been on this bed here for years. The lubricant for me joints is all gummed up. Every time I move, it hurts.
But why did you wake up again after all this time?
Why do you think, love? 'Cause you lot turned me on, is why. Especially that other missus over there.
Oh yeah, that button on top of the safe.
Right you are, Governor.
Can you come with us then? The others need to see this.
No, I can't, and more's a pity. I can only go as far as this cable here will let me. I got internal batteries, but they're knackered. Matter of fact, that's why I was here for maintenance in the first place. The same goes for these other blokes too. Of course, they ain't connected to a power cable like I am, so they aren't going anywhere anytime soon.
I see. So, you aren't gonna answer my question?
What question is that?
I asked you how your shoulders can get stiff if you're a robot.
Right, so you did. Not sure why you've got to bug up your arse about that particular issue, though.
Well, I mean, I guess it's not really important, but I'm just curious, I suppose.
Curious, are you? Well, that's a good word, that is. A good, powerful word. The kind of word that will set any robot's heart to flutter. Let's get you sorted then, shall we? Just lend me your Lords and Peers for a tick. So, how can a robot get stiff shoulders? And what does pain mean to a robot? Tell me, Gov, you ever heard of the Chinese room?
Without waiting for an answer, Gollum launched into his explanation. Somewhere, a pretty young girl is trapped in a tiny room. The door of the room has a slot that a number of Chinese people outside the room can use to slide slips of paper to the girl. On the pieces of paper are questions written naturally in Chinese. Unfortunately, the young lady has no idea what the questions say. But then, how could she? She's never learned Chinese, apart from a Hong Kong action movie or two in college. She's never even heard of it. So for this unfortunate young lady, each note looks like nothing more than a bunch of strange symbols. Before she was locked away, she was given an order. Specifically, she was told to write an appropriate response to each question she received and slip that answer back through the slot. Once the Chinese questions began to show up, however, she finds herself at a loss. Oh dear, she says to herself, why, I can't read these at all. Whatever am I to do? It is at that moment that she spots a bookshelf. The bookshelf is filled with thick books. Upon examining them, she discovers that they are some sort of Chinese phrase books. They have no explanation of what anything means, but show Chinese responses to Chinese questions. Am I supposed to use these? The questions keep coming. More and more of them. She finds the set of characters that corresponds to the set of characters on the paper and carefully writes out the indicated response. How's it going? It's awful. Please get me out of here. Are you hungry? Yes, I am. I haven't eaten anything since breakfast. Here they give her some twice-cooked pork. Are you full? Yes, although I don't think my stomach liked it very much. Do you have a boyfriend? Yes, I'm dating a reggae dancer. When was your first kiss? When I was 14. He was a grade ahead of me in school. What color of underwear are you wearing? Black. What's the first thing you're going to do when you get out of this room? Beat the stuffing out of whoever's saying me these questions with the pan you cooked that twice-cooked pork in. All these questions were written in Chinese. And the answers were also written in Chinese. All the young lady did was accurately copy the symbols from the phrase books onto the slips of paper, with no idea what any of it meant. Incidentally, she doesn't have a dancer boyfriend. In fact, she never even kissed a boy. Also, she's wearing white underwear. Anyway...
Yes?
Is there any particular reason this girl is, pretty? Or why we need to know what color underwear she's wearing?
Can't say there is. Just tickles me fancy, I guess. But the prettier the bird is, the more fun the story is, isn't it?
Exactly.
What?
Really, Sigma?
What?
Right. Well, what I wanted to say was this. All them Chinese blokes outside the room didn't know nothing about them books what she had. So it follows that they would have thought whoever was inside spoke Chinese just like them. You see? After all, far as they can tell, they're having a nice little chinway with one of their countrymen.
Okay, interesting. But what does that have to do with your shoulders or a robot feeling pain?
You thick? I feel pain when my body's having a spot of bother. Well, hold on, mate, this ain't right. We keep this up and we back it. If things go really pear-shaped, we'll be brown bread. So says the central computer to itself, seeing that things are a bit bollocks. In the interest of extricating my body from this unpleasant predicament, the mainframe sends out a signal over the wireless. And my software interprets that signal as pain. And I stop doing whatever daft thing I was doing. It's the same, isn't it? Just like the Chinese room.
So you're saying the robots feel pain differently than humans, right?
Use your loaf, missy. You listen to a word I've said. A human feels pain when you do something you shouldn't, like sit your bum down on a tap, right? Same thing for us robots. If you feel like being clever about it, there ain't really that much different between a human and a robot. Forget all about that mainframe and signal box. And us golems ain't that different from the bird in the room. So think about it, love. How do you know humans ain't the same, just without all the electronic-y pony, huh? What if, when someone asks you a question, all you're doing is pulling out the right answer from some sort of phrase book in your brain? Ain't no way to prove that, of course, but far as I can see, there ain't no reason to. I mean, it's all the same, isn't it? If you're actually a thinking creature, or if you're just some kind of language processing machine. All what matters is if the person next to you does what a human ought. Looks like a person, acts like a person, and talks like a person, then it's probably a person. You want to live a normal life? That's all you need to know.
Hey, can I ask you something?
Lay it on me, Governor.
Why'd you stop us?
Right you are, mate. Right you are. Got so carried away I near forgot. I haven't seen anyone for yonks, and I got a mite excited as all.
Just spit it out.
Right. Well, there was something I wanted to tell you, bud.
What was it?
Patience, darling. Now, I know I might look a bit out of sorts at the moment, but I ain't really supposed to. Same thing for the rest of the blokes here. Fact is, the reason we look a bit like skeletons is because we are a bit like skeletons. There's this special artificial biological tissue what's called ABT. When a golem's all new and shiny, they've got a nice suit of ABT over that metal skeleton. Makes us look right human, it does. Even feels like real skin, with pores, a little bit of hair, a few pimples, scars and the like. Truth to tell, I doubt you'd be able to tell the real from the fake, even if it was right in front of you. See, right in the middle.
Command violation. Rogue processes detected. Product ID GTMCMGOLM.
Uh-oh.
Executing emergency deactivation.
Oh, jeez.
Unit GTMCMGOLM. Now inactive.
Oh, dang.
No other rogue processes detected in additional Golem platforms. Returning to surveillance mode.
Just what he was about to tell us something. Pretty much. Did Zero just shut him down?
It looks like it.
Damn it.
I wonder what he was trying to tell us.
Say, right in the middle of...
Right in the middle of what?
An ambidex gate has been opened. 45 minutes.
Wait a minute, who opened it up
until
early?
Ambidex game polling closes.
What the hell?
Someone on the other team must have opened it.
Shit, why would they do that?
We have to hurry.
Right, let's go. Considering that the penalty for everybody on the same that went through the same door, considering that the penalty for everybody that went through the same door not voting is death. Yeah, that's just not cool right there. Jeez. Who's the one that opened the ambidex gate? We pushed through the magenta door and ran into the warehouse. There stood Phi, Dio, and K. Hey! What the hell, guys?
Why did you open the AV gate before everyone got back?
I apologize. We only turned away for a moment.
Dio opened it.
You got a problem with that?
Of course we do.
Why? I don't remember us all promising we wouldn't open the thing until everyone showed up.
This isn't about promises. Are you stupid or just an asshole?
Probably both. We were able to get back here in time. But what about the others? Tenmyoji, Quark, and Clover are still out there somewhere. What were you planning to do if they didn't get back in time?
Nothing. Why would I have to do anything? Didn't you hear the voice? Anybody who doesn't get back in time to vote just gets their vote automatically set to ally. Pretty straightforward to me.
Yeah, you'll probably learn to pretty much dislike Dio throughout the rest of this game, as I'm probably feeling so far.
So what if they don't get back in time? They'll all get set to ally and all three of them will get 2 BP. Sounds like a sweet deal to me. Tenmyoji's only got 1 BP. I figure he'll be pretty happy to get 2 more, and that'll put Quark and Clover up close to 9. So that's not too bad for them either. In other words, they ought to be thanking me.
Didn't you guys find a note?
What? What's this?
We found it in our safe. Read it.
Here are some more AB game rules for you. Not voting is not an option. If both parties refuse to vote, then every bunny gets penalized. In other words, 1 person out of every color group of 3 has to vote. What the hell, man? This wasn't in our room. Back me up here, guys.
He's right.
There was no such note in our safe.
Oh, well, damn. That's a bummer. I'd never have opened the gate if I'd known about this.
Really?
Of course.
I have a feeling you still would.
I'm worried about the others. If time runs out, then...
They'll be penalized, yes.
I know.
Quark is part of that team. Maybe something happened with him.
He seemed a little off before we entered into the chromatic doors.
This is bad.
Hey, wait a minute. Where's Alice? She was here just a minute ago. It took me only a moment to spot her. She was several yards away and kneeling down to look at something on the floor. What she was looking at, I couldn't tell. I was about to head over and see what was going on when... Oh, they're back. Whoa, hey guys.
Has Quark been here?
Did something happen to him?
He disappeared!
Disappeared? What do you mean?
He's gone! We can't find him anywhere! When was the last time you saw him?
We were heading back here.
Tenmyoji and I went into the lounge, but Quark didn't follow us.
We turned around and started calling for him, but...
When he didn't respond, we ran back the way we'd come.
And you couldn't find him?
Right.
We thought maybe he just hadn't seen us go into the lounge.
So we checked the crew quarters and the infirmary.
But he wasn't there either.
All right. We need to split up. If we can't find him in any of the Floor A rooms, we'll move to Floor B.
Okay. I need to go tell Alice. You guys go on ahead.
Right, you do that. So, Quark's gone missing. I wonder if we can find him. Hey! Quark! Quark! He's not here. I checked both rooms.
He's not in the other two either. There's no one here.
Tenmyoji and Kay are in the lounge, and Dio and Luna should be checking the infirmary.
Right. Okay, let's leave that to them and head to Floor B.
Alright, definitely not on Floor A. Where are you, Quark? You went through the red door with Dio and Kay, right?
Yeah, so?
What was on the other side of that door?
You want to see it?
Yeah. Maybe Quark went there.
Fine. Follow me.
The pantry. This is...
The pantry.
Pantry?
That drawer over there is stuffed with processed food. Wasn't half bad, actually.
You ate it?
Yeah. There was some paella, nasi goreng, schnitzel, yukejang, borscht, and tom kha gai. Oh, and I ate the chef's pasta, too.
That's a lot of food.
Can't help it. I'm a growing girl.
How old are you?
20, I think.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Just stop. I don't even know where to start here. 1, by the time you hit 20, you're done growing. 2, you think? You should be old enough to know how old you are. 3, how on earth are you 20? You look like you're 13 if you're a day. I can't believe you're only 2 years younger than me.
Now that's funny. You must have done a lot of drugs to look like that at 22.
Oh, give me a break, you little punk.
Don't call me little. I'm an adult, you dried up asshole.
Gah. Fine, whatever. So this place has enough food to keep people alive for a few years, huh? Looks like this stuff isn't going to expire anytime soon.
Yeah. The use-by date is about 100 years from now.
How about water?
There's a tank over there. It looks like they're pulling it out of some kind of well.
Is it safe?
Well, since Dio isn't rolling around on the floor in agonizing pain, I'm gonna go ahead and assume it's okay.
You made him drink it to make sure it was safe?
I guess you could say that.
So you ate all the food without second thought, but the water struck you as possibly dangerous?
No, I was careful with the food too. Dio had some of it first, and it seemed fine, so I... Oh, I almost forgot.
What?
I ate something else! Twice cooked pork!
Oh, for God's sake! Why the hell are you shouting about that? Wait a minute. Twice cooked pork?
What is it?
Well, that just reminded me of something.
Reminded you of what?
This might seem hard to believe at...
Bullshit.
Oh, come on! At least let me tell you first! Alright. I explained how we found a room called the Golem Bay on the other side of the green door, and how we met robots there named Golem, who told a very interesting story.
I see. So the Golem guy was turned off just when he was about to tell you something.
Yeah.
So the last thing he said was, see, right in the middle of...
Yeah.
Right in the middle. Middle could be from Middle Kingdom, which is another name for China.
Well, this was utterly pointless.
Really? I don't think so.
Please explain.
Well, maybe he was trying to say that this game is like the Chinese room. In other words...
Who is it this time?
Sigma,
Luna!
Phi! There you are. I've been looking all over for you.
What's going on?
Something bad. Something really bad.
Well, come on, spill it.
Alice is...
Oh no.
Just come with me. She's in the crew quarters.
Oh no. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Jeez. She's dead. What? No. This isn't real. All I could hear were Zero's words echoing in my ears. Your heart stops, your bracelet comes off. If you've never been in turbulence, it's hard to explain. You feel the sudden alien weightlessness of a long fall, and just for a moment you're painfully aware of the fact that you are thousands of feet above the earth, in a flimsy machine made by fallible men, kept aloft by a scientific principle that nobody actually understands. If you've never seen a friend dead, it's hard to explain, but it's a little like that. Well, maybe she didn't commit suicide. Maybe there's still the possibility that someone else murdered her. I knelt down beside Alice's body and pressed a shaking hand to her throat. No pulse. Her skin had already turned pale. The thing in front of me looked like a human being, but it wasn't being a human any longer. Why had this happened? I knelt there for several long moments, staring blankly ahead. My throat burned and my chest was tight, but I forced myself to take 3 progressively calmer breaths, then stood. I clenched my fist, took one last breath, and turned. Who found her first?
Me. I was looking for Quark on floor B and couldn't find him. So I came back here and... well, you know the rest. Hey, what's that look supposed to mean? You better not be thinking I did it.
Well, suspicion often falls on the first to discover a crime.
Yeah, that's not really much better. But I kind of figure there might be someone who's known to be a murderer ever since kind of like found that old woman's body earlier in the first part.
Fuck that. She'd already been murdered when I got here.
How do you know she was murdered?
What? Come on, it's obvious. She's got a knife sticking out of her chest. Does that look like an accident or a suicide to you?
How do you know the weapon was a knife?
What?
All you can see from here is the handle.
I think if you can see the handle from that chest, I can pretty much assume it's a knife. I'm not trying to defend Dio or anything. Maybe I am.
For all you know, it could have been an ice pick or some kind of tool.
All we know is that's a bladed weapon, at least, Phi. Most people assume it's a knife first.
Well, yeah, I guess that's true, but I mean, come on. Who wouldn't look at that and assume it's a knife? And it's not fair to suspect someone just because they happen to be the first one to find the body. If you want to be like that, then the last person to see Alice is the person you should be looking at.
Clover?
Who was the last person to see her? I need to go tell Alice. You guys go on ahead. Alice, why? wasn't supposed to happen. You promised me we'd catch them together. Don't do this.
Clover.
I can't trust them anymore. It could have been any one of them. They killed you, Alice. I can't forgive them for that. I'm going to get revenge. I'll find out who killed you. And
Let's not be too hasty, Clover. Hey, Clover.
Shut up! Don't you talk to me! I'm sorry, Alice.
Her voice shook as she spoke. Before anyone could say anything, she turned and ran out of the room.
Wait! Clover, come back!
Tamiochi took off in pursuit, and I made to follow when...
It's pointless. Even if you caught up to her, she'd never tell you anything. Think it through. There are two possibilities. Either Clover killed her, or she didn't. If the former is true, then I doubt she would confess. If the latter is true, then I imagine she'll be just as reticent. After all, Alice and Clover seem to know each other. In fact, they seem quite close. It seems safe to assume that Clover is currently very suspicious of all of us. I doubt she would open up to anyone right now.
You seem pretty calm. Did you do it?
Not again. Well, if you really want to suspect me, please, go ahead. I'm beginning to feel rather accustomed to it. I would ask you to consider my motive for killing Alice. Specifically, the fact that I have none.
Well, yes, but none of us do. None of us have ever met Alice before, right? So why would we want to kill her?
You are correct. But only if the murder had a motive beyond, well, murder.
What do you mean?
Do you remember when we found the old woman? It seemed clear that her killer was Zero Senior, and that they were one of us. There is every reason to think the same person murdered Alice. Perhaps this person plans to kill us one by one. Perhaps the entire nonary game is just window dressing. Perhaps the only reason we are here is so that Zero Senior can kill us at his leisure, in a world of his own creation.
Why would anyone do such a horrible thing?
Presumably, because they enjoy killing. Zero Senior seems to be rather disturbed.
Hold on a minute. That doesn't mean they're one of us. There could be a 10th person hiding out somewhere.
No.
Well, why not?
There's no way Zero Jr. wouldn't notice that. And if he did notice, I really don't think he'd just let something like that slide.
But isn't Zero Jr. just an AI without a body? What could he do?
Maybe. But Zero Senior has a body. You think they'd really just let a 10th unwanted participant just run around murdering people?
Well, what if the 10th person is Zero Senior?
Not possible. At least not so long as we assume Zero Jr.'s statement to be the truth. Do you remember? He made it quite clear that the real Zero was one of us.
I thought about what Kay had said. If the killer was Zero Senior, then who could be the killer? Dio? Luna? Kay, perhaps? Or maybe Clover. There was always Tamiochi. Fi, maybe? No, it couldn't be her. I had been with Fi the whole time we were looking for Quark. There was no way she could have slipped away to stab Alice in the chest. Wait a minute. There was one person I'd forgotten. Quark. It seemed like a bit of a stretch to think a kid could kill someone of Alice's size, though. That meant there were 5 real suspects. Dio, Luna, Kay, Clover, and Tenmyochi. Where had Quark gone?
10 minutes remain until Amberdeck's game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Apparently Zero doesn't feel like this is worth stopping the game for. A blunt but effective way to make the point.
What do you mean?
We should get to the warehouse. It seems clear he feels no compunction about killing us, should we disobey the rules. As such, I recommend we follow them.
The others filed out of the room. I turned to face Alice. Alice, I'll find out who did this to you. I promise. I felt my stomach settle back into its normal configuration, and the fire in my chest melted the icy hand from my spine. I stood up straight, gave Alice one last nod, and walked after the others, leaving my regrets lying on the cold floor. Alright, time for the voting.
Hey, look. 2 of the AB gates are closed already.
Probably 10 Myoji and Clover.
Yeah, thanks for staying while you can, the Vaping God. Hope I'll see you again soon.
Wasn't he a pair? Doesn't Quark need to go with him?
Yeah, good day / night.
As long as one person in each pair is there, it should be okay.
Sharing their destiny, huh?
Pretty much.
That's good news for you, Sigma. After all, you're a pair, but your partner is...
Yeah.
Well, I'd rather not say it.
Yeah, I know.
Good luck for you, huh, Luna?
What? I don't understand what you mean.
Well, if Alice was still alive, you'd have a hard time choosing Betray. She only had 1 BP left. If you'd picked Betray, you could have killed her. Of course, that's not really a problem now.
Stop that, Dio. I would have chosen Ally regardless. I mean, Sigma's going to be my opponent, and I trust him.
Really?
Haha. This is interesting. If one of you guys picks Betray, you're gonna get a show.
Dio!
Ignore him. How do you and Phi plan to vote?
You even gotta ask? Ally. Of course. Right, Phi?
I don't know about that. It's a difficult question.
What?
Well, if we choose Ally and Kay chooses the opposite, then he'll have 9 points. He can go through the number 9 door whenever he wants. But it's not as simple as just choosing Betray either. If Kay decides to ally for some reason, then you'd end up with 9 points.
So we should both choose Ally. Seems easy to me.
You're planning on betraying me, aren't you, Dio? As soon as you go through that door, it will be only the 2 of you in that room. I've no doubt you could overpower Phi, if you had the desire to.
Oh, give me a little credit. No one has more gentle points than me.
Blow
My stature would resort to violence? The nerve.
What?
This is just a thought, but why don't all of you promise to choose Betray? Then you wouldn't have to worry about anything. If you knew the other person was going to betray you, you'd have no choice but to do the same.
That seems pretty negative for you, Luna.
I'm sorry.
Nothing to apologize for. We appreciate your suggestion and we'll take it into consideration. But unfortunately, I don't think it's a very good idea. See, my goal is to beat this game.
But fine.
Maybe that wasn't the best way to put it. When I say I want to beat it, I mean defeat it. Completely. I want to get us all out of here. We haven't beat the nonary game until we're all out of this place. I guess we won't all be getting out anymore, though.
Oh.
Yeah, Alice.
I mean, Alice.
Yeah. At any rate, all of us choosing Betray every time is hardly ideal. We'd never escape.
Then what are you going to do?
Kay needs to choose Ally. It's the only way.
How will you make sure I do that? I have no guarantee that she'll choose Ally as well.
Would you do it if I could give you that guarantee?
Well, yes, I suppose so.
You promise?
Yes.
Good. Let's do this. Dio!
Huh?
There's someone behind you.
What?
The moment Dio turned his head, Phi was off. With seemingly superhuman strength, she leapt through the air, across the room, and through the AB gate.
The fuck? You bitch! God damn it, Phi! Open this fucking door!
He pounded on the door, screaming, but it showed no signs of opening again.
Fuck!
He gave the door one last slam for good measure, then ran to the next open one.
try with valid partner. Members of a pair cannot vote in separate rooms.
What? Why the fuck not? This is against the rules. How am I supposed to vote? This is bullshit.
I see. This is how Vi can guarantee her choice. Dio can't vote now, so the chance that Vi will choose Ally just went way up. After all, if you pick Ally and she betrays you, then...
Dio will have 9 points.
Exactly.
Don't you think Vi might be worried that Kay will break his promise? After all, if he can be pretty sure that Vi is going to choose Ally, then...
You needn't worry. Her plan is very clever. I will definitely choose Ally.
2 minutes remain until polling closes.
We don't have much time left. Let's go.
Right.
Okay. Sigma? You are going to choose Ally, right?
Of course. We both have 5 BP right now. Even if I did betray you, I'd only get 3 points. That's not enough to escape. So I'd have to wait until the next round anyway. Make sense?
I see.
Huh?
Nothing. Never mind. Anyway, you promised. You have to choose Ally.
Right, I will. Time for the voting to begin.
30 seconds remain until polling closes.
Now, what am I going to do? Well, I guess there isn't really any question. After all, I promised Luna that I picked Ally. But what if she was lying to me?
I would have chosen Ally regardless. I mean, Sigma's going to be my opponent. And I trust him.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Do I really have any alternative option here? Obviously the most sensible choice would be Ally.
Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
Alright, now let's check out the voting results.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Alright, so let's see what the voting results are. What, Temiochi betrayed? Okay, that seems surprising. So now Quark can escape whenever the heck he wants.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
What the heck, Temiochi?
Thank you, Sigma.
No need to thank me. I just did what I promised I'd do. Anyway, thank you too.
It's nothing. I also just did what I promised to do. Now we both have 7 BP. This is the home stretch.
Yes, it is. I hope we'll get to pair up in the next round too.
Because I'll choose Ally?
Yeah, you're an opponent I can trust.
If we were partners, you could pick whatever you wanted then, couldn't you? I mean, you'd get 9 points either way.
Whoa, hold on there. Why would I suddenly choose Betray? I've already chosen Ally twice.
You're right.
So let's choose Ally and get the hell out of here together. Sound good?
okay.
Come on, why do you look so sad?
Well, it's just... there's a part of me that just can't feel genuinely happy about that.
Oh, you mean Alice?
Yes,
We still haven't found Quark either, huh?
that too.
Still, Quark's BP is 9 now. But technically, he's 1.
Why did you do that? Why did you tell me all that stuff for? Were you just lying?
No. Everything I told you was the truth. You have to trust me.
I did! Look where it got me! How could you do that? You're such a jerk! How could I betray you after that? And then you...
I'm sorry.
Are you Zero?
What? No, of course I'm not Zero.
Then how could you know all that? Where did you find out about that stuff?
I told you,
Don't lie to me!
I'm not lying.
Forget it. It was stupid to trust you. I mean, there's no way.
Clover, this isn't about me. I made a mistake. I got someone involved on all this when I shouldn't have.
You mean Quark?
Yeah.
You did this to get Quark's BP up to 9?
Yes.
But you've only got 4 points.
I'm not important. The only thing that matters is that Quark gets out of this nightmare.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
Isn't it obvious? I'm going to look for Quark.
Hey, wait!
Tamiochi didn't respond, just turned and walked off toward the magenta door. Clover started to follow, then pulled up short.
Oh,
She spun on her heels and headed off toward the cyan door instead.
What just happened? I thought Clover had said she didn't trust any of us anymore.
Yeah, I know. But then she chooses Ally. Tamiochi must have said something to her before the last round started. But what? Come to think of it, didn't you choose Ally too?
Yes, I did. Fi put herself in a situation where choosing Betray would be unwise. If she had chosen Betray, Dio would have 9 BP now. I concluded that her desire to avoid that outcome would be stronger than her desire to protect herself with Betray. And so, I voted accordingly.
that was her guarantee?
Yes.
Then why didn't you choose Betray? You could be walking out of here with 9 points right now.
It's because you promised, right?
Yes, that too, I suppose.
There is another reason.
Yes.
What was it?
It's difficult to explain. I suppose you could say I felt a connection.
What do you mean by that?
Well, when we were investigating the pantry together, I felt that Fi was somehow similar to me. Something in me said, don't betray her. You could call it intuition, I suppose.
Cut it out. Gut feelings are bullshit.
Fine.
Besides, you don't get to have a connection with me unless I give you permission. And I don't remember doing that. You're acting like we're pals or something. Kinda skeeves me out, to be honest.
What the hell, man? He did you a favor and now you're gonna give him shit for it?
You chose Ally too. Didn't you do that because you trusted him?
Not exactly. I just made him trust me. When we were in the pantry, I stuffed my face like an idiot. That got him to lower his guard.
What?
Did you really think that would be enough to convince him? I mean, if you were wrong, then he could have escaped and left you behind.
What are you getting at?
Well, I'm just thinking that maybe you felt some kind of connection to him too.
Oh, come on. How am I supposed to feel a connection for a guy whose face I haven't even seen?
You tell me.
Shut up.
If we could, change the subject, where did Dio go?
Yeah, that's a good question.
He must have been here for the results.
Oh, I saw him leave. He checked the results and then left through the yellow door.
So, where did he go? Suddenly the warehouse was filled with the groan and clang of metal doors grinding shut.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 3 of the Ambidex game will be the Star Round. Star keys are required to open the gates. There is no set limit on usage of the Star keys. The Ambidex gates can be opened as many times as the players wish to open them.
As many times as we want, huh? Then that means...
As long as you have the star keys, you can play the AB game as many times as you want.
You probably won't be allowed to play it continuously, however. There's a period of time between when the doors open and when the polling ends.
Based off the last 2 rounds, I think it's about 45 minutes long.
So you can repeat the game once every 45 minutes or so.
Oh, that's right.
What?
Remember what Zero Jr. said?
As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically. The parent solo assignments hop around a bit too.
Oh yeah, the new pairs and solos. Oh yeah, where are your bracelets, guys? Looks like I'm a magenta pair.
Me too.
Back together again. Me and Phi.
Looks like we're pairing up again. Better than getting stuck with Dio, I guess.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
I'm a yellow pair. What about you, Luna?
I'm a solo, but I'm green.
Wait. Green?
Yes.
Hold on a minute. Weren't the colors for the first game red, green, and blue? And we use those colors to open the magenta, yellow, and cyan doors, right?
Yes, that's right.
Then the next round we have magenta, yellow, and cyan bracelets and open the red, green, and blue doors, right?
Yes.
But this time we got magenta and yellow pairs, but also green solo? What color doors are we supposed to open?
And where are they?
Well, we need to check the other bracelets before we make any decisions.
That means Dio, Tenmyoji, and Clover.
And Quark.
We'll need to check Alice's bracelet too. Anyone could just pick it up now.
I will try and find the remaining people and their bracelets. Quark will be my first priority.
I'll come with you.
Very well.
I'll go check on Alice's bracelet then.
And don't forget to, retrieve it. We'll likely need it to get through the chromatic doors.
Right. Sigma, can you come with me?
What? Okay. Let's go. I'm going to have to see her again. I feel sick just thinking about it.
Shouldn't we decide on a time to meet up? Just in case? Let's see. When do the doors open?
We still got quite a while.
An hour and 21 minutes.
Then let's take half of that. What do you say we all meet back here in 40 minutes?
Sounds good. Kay and Luna stepped through the magenta door and out of the warehouse. Hey, you don't think Kay's the killer, do you?
Maybe.
Maybe? But if he is, then Luna's in danger.
Maybe.
Damn it,
You're
Vi.
not one to talk. I didn't see you stopping her.
Well, yeah, but I just had this gut feeling that I could trust him.
A gut feeling, huh? Sure you're not the one who's feeling a connection to our armored friend? I mean, all that plating is pretty flattering to his figure.
That's not it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Have you considered that it might be Luna?
No, that's not possible.
Why not?
Because Luna didn't need a knife to kill Alice. When we played the last round, Alice's BP was 1. Luna was playing against the 2 of us. All she would had to do was convince us to vote ally, and she could have killed Alice easily.
She would have just had to pick betray.
Exactly.
But if she'd done that, do you really think the rest of us would have let her get away with it? We'd probably have tied her up or locked her away or something. Besides, there's no way in hell Alice would have chosen ally. The only way to get an ally vote from your pair would have been to physically overpower Alice. Or Trick her like I did with Dio.
So, what? You saying Luna's the killer?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying the possibility exists. Even if she was, I don't think we'd need to worry about Kay's safety. He's got a full suit of armor. I'm betting he's pretty hard to kill with all that on. Alright, I think that's enough of that. Let's go check Alice's bracelet.
Alright. So let's see what is Alice's bracelet like then. If she's a solo pair, what color is her bracelet? Clover! Hey, come on, don't run away!
Run away?
Well, it sure looked like you were trying to get away from us.
I wasn't running away, though I just don't want to talk to you.
Isn't that pretty much the same thing? Look, running away isn't going to do you any good. Don't you want to find out who killed Alice? Well, you're not going to be able to figure that out unless you talk to people.
I don't need to.
Why not?
I already figured out who did it.
Who was
I
it?
can't tell you.
Why not?
You might be working with them. Both of you could be in on it.
Oh, come on. Of course we're not.
Forget about it. There's no point. It doesn't matter what you tell her, she's never going to believe you. Just tell us one thing, Clover. How did you know who it was?
I noticed something.
And what was that?
Alice figured it out too. Before she...
What was it?
Why don't you figure that out yourselves? Anyway, I gotta go.
Hey, wait, Clover! Well, there she goes. Ah, shit!
What's wrong?
I forgot to ask Clover what color her bracelet is now.
Oh. Really? That's it? Calm down. She's a cyan pair.
You saw it?
Yeah. Snuck a peek at it when she ran by. And it looks like Alice's is a blue solo.
She reached down and casually picked Alice's bracelet up off the floor.
I'll hold on to this.
Yeah, good idea. I wonder what it was that Clover noticed.
You mean what Alice noticed? Were you even listening?
Fine, what did Alice notice? Vi didn't answer. Instead, she knelt down and began to examine Alice's body. What are you doing?
I'm investigating.
What are you investigating?
What does it look like I'm investigating? I'm looking for any clues to what she figured out before she died. Huh. Found something already. Have a look.
Oh my gosh. Vi held something out. It was a handkerchief stained reddish brown. Is that blood?
Looks like it. It's darker than Alice's, so it's probably been on her since before she died.
If it's not hers, whose blood is it? The old lady?
Maybe.
Do you think Alice killed her?
Who knows? She could have just found this somewhere for all we know.
And do you think she figured something out from this handkerchief?
Can't say for sure, but it's definitely a possibility. So, time we moved on. We need to figure out what Tenmyoji and Dia's bracelets have changed to.
And we need to find Quark.
Yeah.
Let's take the blue door, then. We should be able to get to the room Tenmyoji, Quark, and Clover went to that way.
Sounds good.
You know, we do not need to see this map the entire time. We really don't. It says Rec Room. This is the only door that's unlocked.
Yeah. So this is where Tenmyoji's team went.
I'm going to open it, alright?
How many times do I have to tell you? You don't need to keep asking permission.
Okay, okay. Tamiochi! I'm guessing from your face that Quark is still missing.
No sign of him, huh?
Happy?
What?
I'm asking if you're happy Quark's still missing.
No, of course not. Why would I be?
Then does it hurt? Are you so terrified about whether or not he's safe that it feels like someone's got your chest in a vice? He didn't think so. Quark's got 9 BP. If I find him first, I might make him escape. So it's better for you if I haven't found him yet. Am I wrong?
Tamiochi, what's going on here? This doesn't sound like you. I know you're worried about Quark, but...
And just what the hell do you know? He's all I've got left. If something happens to him, I'll...
Tamiochi...
It's all my fault. It wasn't supposed to be like this. I never should have brought him here.
Did you say brought?
Yes. Zero made me an offer.
Wait a minute! I thought you said you and Quark were abducted like the rest of us.
You mean you came here voluntarily?
Hey, answer me! What the hell is going on here?
Can I see the other side of your bracelets?
Huh?
Why?
Please, just do it.
Fi and I looked at one another. Neither of us knew what was going on, but there was no reason to refuse. We shrugged and did as we'd been told. Then suddenly... Ah! In the blink of an eye, Tamiochi had pulled some kind of can from his pocket and sprayed both our wrists with it. Hey! What the hell, man?
Calm down. It's not going to hurt you.
Is this some kind of chemical?
Yeah, I found it when I was searching this room.
He walked toward the door and flipped the light switch.
Good work. It's dark now.
Show me your bracelets again.
That stuff you sprayed us with was luminol, wasn't it?
Yeah. How'd you figure that out?
I guessed when you turned off the light.
Isn't that the stuff they use on cop shows to find blood and, other stuff?
Yeah.
Why did you spray us?
Just relax, okay? That's all I needed to know.
What?
Neither one of you is Zero Senior.
Are you saying that because there wasn't any reaction from the luminol?
Yep.
Someone mind explaining this to me?
Well, you know as much as I do now. I was just making guesses based on what he was doing.
Hey, Tamiochi?
Sorry, but I've gotta go. I need to go look for Quark.
No. I'm sorry, but I can't let that happen. You dropped a real bomb back there, and I'm not about to just ignore it. What did you mean when you said that Zero made you an offer? Why are you here?
Can't tell you.
Why not? I don't really understand how, but you seem to have decided that neither of us is Zero Senior, right?
Yeah.
Then why?
You don't get it. I can't tell you no matter who you are. Right now, we might as well assume Quark is a hostage. Zero Jr. seems to be aware of everything that goes on here. If I tell you, he'll know. And then God only knows what Zero Senior will do. Please, I'm asking you, put yourself in my shoes.
I looked at him in the eyes for the first time since we'd entered the room, and saw nothing but years of loneliness and regret. Before I could speak, he turned and left the room. Fi, what was his bracelet? Hey, can I ask you a question?
It won't do you any good. Whatever you want to know, I don't know anything about it.
No, it's not about what just happened.
Yeah? Then what is it? Oh. I see. You mean his bracelet, right? Chill, man. He's a red Solo. I had a look while he was talking.
Oh. Good job. That, wasn't what I want to ask either.
Well, what is it then?
When he sprayed us, you screamed, didn't you? Oh, really, Sigma? Really?
No.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
No, I'm pretty sure you did. Not quite so tough when you're scared, huh?
Shut up.
Really, Sigma? Really? Get used to moments like this.
We've got stuff to do. Get going. Move!
Yeah! Alright. So let's see what's on the other side of the rec room. Warehouse B, I'm guessing. This...
It looks like another warehouse.
I guess there's one on this floor too, then. Makes sense, I guessed as much when I saw the map. Yeah, they look pretty similar. What's that over there?
Probably more graffiti. There was one on floor A, too, remember?
Yeah, there was, but...
Never mind that. There's someone else here.
Is that Dio?
Looks like it. Let's go see what he's up to.
What are you doing here, Dio?
Oh, nothing. Just going with the flow, you know? And seeing where life takes me.
You don't seem to have any interest in searching for Quark.
Why would I? Do we even know he's really missing? Maybe the little shit's just off having nap time somewhere. So I figure, let sleeping dogs lie, right? Or kids, in this case, I guess. If we wake him up, he might realize he's got enough BP to blow this popsicle stand and ditch us. That happens. It's all over. We'll be stuck in here for the rest of our lives. Which probably won't be that long.
The rest of our lives?
Yeah. Did I stutter? Or did you just forget? Zero Jr. told us, remember?
The number 9 door only opens once. Once that happens, it's all over. It close for 9 seconds, so if you're not careful, you could get stuck.
Close for good, huh? I had to admit I kind of forgotten that detail, but if Zero Jr. had been telling the truth, we wouldn't be able to get out until we died. Hell, even that might not be enough. Maybe they just leave our corpses there to rot. Oh, my stomach did a little flip.
So, what are you guys here for? Did you bring Fi here so I can kill her?
What?
Oh, really? You already forgotten your little stunt earlier? We're damn lucky Kate chose Ally. If he hadn't, we'd be hanging from that crane right now.
Sounds like you're getting a little desperate. Word of advice, Dio. That's not a smart attitude to have here. All you'll do is make sure that whoever plays against you in the AB game won't pick Ally.
You talk as if I give a fuck. I already know I won't be up against you two.
Why not?
Kay and I are the yellow pair. You guys are the magenta pair, right? Two pairs can't go through the same chromatic door. Simple enough for you.
How do you know our colors?
Kay told me. He was here a while ago. Speaking of which, Temioji and Clover were here too. Guess everybody misses my company. Anyway, that's how I know what everyone's colors are.
Was Kay by himself?
Yeah.
What about Luna?
Luna? Haven't seen her.
I see.
Anyway, Kay and I won't be pairing with you two. We'll be taking the blues solo.
That's Alice's bracelet. But how did you know that?
Oh, come on. Really that thick? Look at the doors in front of you. These are the next chromatic doors.
So the next color is white?
Bingo. See that thing next to the door there? Looks familiar, doesn't it? Yes. Yes, it does.
I get it. You and Kay are both yellow. You can get yellow by adding red and green together. If you add blue to that...
It becomes white.
Exactly.
You get magenta by adding red and blue together, and then adding green to that gives you white. So that means Fi and I would need to pair up with the green solo, which is... Luna. Oh, coincidences of coincidences. We get to pair up with Luna once again. Another ally for us.
Right.
That means the other three would be in the same team as before. Temiochi, Clover, and Quark. We know that Temiochi's a red solo and Clover is a cyan pair, so...
The only one left is the other cyan pair. So we can assume that's what Quark is.
Could there be any other combinations?
No. There's only one option this time.
All we gotta do now is wait for these white doors to open.
We only got 5 minutes left before it's time to meet up with everybody else. We should get back to floor A.
Sorry, but I'm gonna stay here. Moving around so much is a pain in the ass.
Nobody invited you. Come on, Phi.
Right. On my way.
Why suddenly we stop at the lounge? Is there a good reason why we stopped at the lounge? Huh? Something up? Why'd you just stop?
Well, you see that clock over there? The one that looks like the sun?
Yeah?
It reminded me of something we saw earlier.
What do you mean?
Remember the graffiti on floor B? You remember what it said?
Memento Mori, right?
Do you know what that means?
It's Latin for something like be aware of death or remember death. I think it's usually used to mean we're all going to die someday, so don't forget about your own morality.
What about the other part?
Well, I mean, that's pretty straightforward, right? If the ninth lion ate the sun, I mean, yeah, it's kind of nonsense, but... Oh, I get it. That's what the clock made you think of, right? The sun of that sentence.
Yeah. Did you notice anything strange about that graffiti?
Apart from the fact that it made no sense. Not really.
Wrong answer. Maybe you're not the eagle eye I thought you were. I guess I have to do everything. Part of it was spelled wrong. Specifically, they spelled ninth wrong. It should be N-I-N-T-H. But the graffiti had N-I-N-E-T-H.
Oh. Yeah, I guess you're right. They just put an extra E in there.
Exactly.
That's kind of a bonehead mistake. Do you think it was, like, a kid who wrote it?
Maybe it wasn't a mistake at all.
I'm not following.
Maybe Zero put that E in there on purpose.
As another anagram, maybe? But why?
Maybe because he didn't have enough letters otherwise.
What?
Anyway, if Zero wrote that graffiti, then it's got to be significant.
Remember death. If the ninth lion ate the sun. Huh.
Shit. Hey, it's already 2 minutes past time.
Jeez.
We should get moving.
Right. Alright, let's go. Where is everybody? Huh. Kay and Luna aren't here.
Astute observation.
What should we do?
What do you mean, what should we do? All we can do is wait. We don't want to end up missing each other by accident.
Yeah. Guess you've got a point. Hey, where are you going?
Just want to check something really quick.
Check what?
The last time we saw Alice alive, she was right here. Remember? She was kneeling down, looking at something on the ground.
Yeah. What do you think she was looking at? Huh.
Find something?
Isn't this blood?
Uh-huh. Nice work there, Sigma.
I don't need you to pat me on the back. It makes me feel stupid or something.
The truth hurts. So, blood, huh?
Same as the bloody handkerchief, I'm presuming.
Oh my god.
Vi suddenly looked up at the ceiling. I followed her gaze and found myself looking up at a metal crane. It was the kind you might see in a shipyard. The sort that moves along a metal track and has a claw to grab and lift cargo containers. So, what's the deal with the crane? What? Damn, gone again. Stop running around! Just tell me what you found!
I noticed something.
Oh yeah? And what, pray tell, was that?
The same thing Clover and Alice noticed.
That's... Ugh. Can't you just tell me?
Look at the number 6 AB room. The side that's facing the wall has blood on it. What's the first thing you think of when you hear blood?
Vampires?
Yeah. This whole thing kinda sucks, right?
Sigma!
Come on! This is no time to be screwing around. I'm talking about this thing. The handkerchief Alice had. There's some blood on it that we assume belonged to the old lady. Consider this for a moment. Let's say this thing was on the floor next to the rightmost AB room. We'll assume that the blood on the side facing the wall came from this handkerchief. Okay, then what?
Alice was looking at the handkerchief.
Right. What do you think was going through her mind?
Why is there a blood-stained handkerchief there? Or here? Or something along those lines?
And?
Did this belong to the old woman? It must have.
And?
But if it did, then who put it here? Or, wait, maybe someone just dropped it, or they could have thrown it here.
And?
You want more?
You're almost there.
How long has this handkerchief been here? Something like that?
Yes, exactly. So how long do you think it was here?
Well, I imagine it wasn't here from the start.
Wait, when's the start?
You know, when we started. When you and I escaped from the AB room toward the hatch on the roof. Through the hatch on the roof, sorry. The first thing we did after we got out and met everyone except for Clover and Kay was to go look at the number 9 door. We spent a lot of time examining the AB rooms, too. No, wait a minute, I think I just noticed something, but did the position of the rooms change? Because I noticed the position of the rooms look different. Yeah, I know we looked at this from this exact angle. I'm pretty sure there wasn't a handkerchief there then. There wasn't... Wait.
Huh. Finally figured it out, huh?
What the heck? Why did the room suddenly change? No way. The AB room moved?
Yeah.
Was it that crane?
Probably. They moved the rightmost one all the way to the left. So, what was in the leftmost AB room?
The body of the old woman.
And who was trapped in there when the nonary game started?
Well, it would have been the AB room on the right at first, so... Luna. For the third time, Fi walked off without saying anything. My body felt like lead, but I forced myself to follow her. She stopped in front of the graffiti that began, "To Milkman."
What do you think this is?
Well, I thought it was just paint from the graffiti at first, but I'm guessing you don't think so. Is that more of the old woman's blood?
Seems like it.
So Luna would have killed her here, then taken her to the rightmost AB room. After that, she would have moved to the room with the body in it so that no one would suspect her. that would mean the first person to get out was Luna, not Alice. So, what about the handkerchief?
This thing? Here, look. You see this line? It's possible that line is from whatever the weapon was. Which means this might have been wrapped around whatever was used to kill the old woman. So maybe Luna wrapped the weapon with his handkerchief. And then threw it between the rightmost room and the one next to it. Then when the room was moved, it came out.
That means Alice picked up the weapon along with the handkerchief.
Seems pretty likely. This is all just speculation, understand? There are a whole lot of things we still don't know.
Yeah, it's a mystery, alright. For example, why would Luna leave the AB room, murder the old woman, and then carry the body back and hide in the same room? I guess it's possible she just wanted to hide the body. But we still don't have any idea why she would have wanted to kill her in the first place. It's also worth noting that Zero Jr. seems to have let all this slide. He's supposed to be making sure the game goes according to plan, but so far there have been 2 murders and he hasn't done anything about either of them. Do you think that means Luna is Zero Sr.? Even if she was, though, I'm not sure why she killed the old woman. It's possible that she was some kind of intruder who wasn't supposed to be here, but if Luna's Zero Sr., couldn't she have found a better place to hide the body? She'd have access to the entire facility. That's not all either. Let's say Luna moved to the AB room to divert suspicion away from herself. If that's the case, why did she leave the handkerchief and the weapon there? She had to have known they'd be discovered after she moved the room. Besides, when and how did she operate that crane? Luna was with us since we first got out of the AB rooms all the way till when we found the old lady's body. You, me, and her went through the magenta door and investigated the lounge. Then we went down to floor B together and came back to the warehouse. By then, the room must have been moved. Of course! Why didn't I see that sooner? Luna has an alibi! She couldn't have moved the AB room! Where her alibi?
Interesting. I have to admit, you've got a point.
Wait, what? You didn't even put up a fight?
You're going to make me repeat myself. I never said Luna was the killer. Still, I have a feeling Alice thought she was. Which would mean that Clover probably does too.
Oh, you mean that stuff she said about what she noticed?
Right.
Hey, Fi? I'm starting to get a really bad feeling about this. We were supposed to meet the others 20 minutes ago, but there's no one here.
You're right.
Oh, somebody came.
Sigma. Phi. There you are.
Kay.
I'm sorry. I have some bad news.
Oh no.
Luna is dead.
What?
She's in room 2 in the crew quarters. The same room where Alice was murdered.
You've gotta be kidding me. No way. This was the 3rd time I touched a body and felt cold skin. I thought it might get easier, but it had only gotten worse. I didn't think I'd ever get used to it, but I didn't want to. My hands began to shake, and I tried to steady them as I pressed a pair of fingers to her neck to check for a pulse. Nothing, of course. Luna was dead. Her eyes were flat and empty, the pupils dilated in what could have been terror. It felt surreal. Like I might blink and then she would sit up again. She would smile and blush and look away nervously, and everything would be alright. I blinked. She lay there, still, dead and pale.
And
Grief cracked open like an egg and rage clambered out, hot and angry and screaming. It clawed to the inside of my chest and pounded at the back of my eyes. I squeezed them shut and ground my teeth. My hands balled into fists so tight they hurt. I took a deep breath and opened my eyes again. Another breath. I stood up and realized Kay was talking.
I believe she was poisoned. See here. This device is some sort of syringe.
I think it's called an injection gun. You can just put whatever you want in one of those vials and then pull the trigger. It's kind of like the needles in these bracelets.
The drug they used is the same as well. The label on the vial says tubocurarine.
Yeah, that's the stuff that makes the muscles relax and thus make you kill. The muscle relaxant.
Yes. Since it's empty, I can only assume Luna was injected with it. You see the mark on her neck. I believe it is safe to assume that is where her attacker injected the drug. Perhaps they chose the neck for the carotid artery.
Then your guess is probably correct. Luna was injected with tubocurarine, and it killed her.
What about the others?
Should I go get them?
No, never mind. I want to get your story first.
What do you mean?
When you left us, you and Luna went off together, right?
Yes.
But when we talked to Dio downstairs, he said he'd only seen you, not Luna. Why is that?
Luna and I split up as soon as we got to floor B. We determined it would be more efficient. Two of us working separately could cover more ground in less time.
Alright, so why were you late?
What?
You didn't show up till 20 minutes past the time we were supposed to meet. Sigma's asking you what you were doing.
I was resuscitating.
Resuscitating?
Let me explain how I found her. I had gone to the warehouse 5 minutes before our meeting time. You had yet to show up, as had Luna. I believe I was standing between the yellow and cyan doors. Some minutes later, I heard something. It came from behind the cyan door, and sounded like a woman's scream. Well, it was actually quite faint. It was several doors away, after all, and as such, I couldn't quite make out what was being said, or even if I had heard it at all. It seemed entirely possible that I'd imagined it. I heard no other sounds for a few minutes following the scream. Eventually, the silence made me uncomfortable. Perhaps something had happened. So, I made my way to the crew quarters. As I entered the hallway, I noticed that the door to room 2 was slightly ajar. That was when I first suspected something was amiss. You can imagine the rest, I'm sure. I ran into the room and found Luna on the floor.
So you're saying you spent a good 20 minutes trying to resuscitate her?
Yes. I deduced that she had been injected with tubocurarine. Her heart had stopped, so I attempted CPR. To the best of my abilities, at least. With this mask, I was obviously unable to provide artificial respiration.
Why didn't you tell us?
Because I had no reason to believe you would be in the warehouse. If you weren't, I would have wasted precious time. I chose instead to begin resuscitation immediately. As you know, even a short time without oxygen can cause serious brain damage. I felt time was of the essence. But...
Hey, how much time passed between when you heard the scream and when you came in here and found her?
I'm afraid I can't say exactly. But I would hazard a guess that it was around 3 minutes.
Did you see the killer?
No, I did not.
Then they had 3 minutes to escape.
That would have been plenty of time. When you leave this room, immediately to your left is a door that connects to the hallway. I assume they left that way.
Is there any chance they hid in this room somewhere?
No. I examined the room thoroughly before I left to find you. May I say something?
Yeah, sure.
I'm not sure if this has anything to do with Luna, but there was something I wanted to point out. Look at Alice. Do you notice anything?
Where's her bracelet?
The weapon.
Oh, sorry, the weapon. Yeah, I think we still have the bracelet. Never mind. It's gone.
Indeed. The wound suggests a knife, but I doubt we'll know now.
Then did the killer take it?
How would I know?
Maybe they took it before Luna was murdered?
Why are you asking me?
If they had it, why not use it to kill Luna?
Yeah, that would make sense.
What?
Sigma, if you were going to kill someone, which of these two methods would you use?
I wouldn't kill anyone.
This is hypothetical.
I would choose the injection gun.
Right? Most people would choose that. The more you can divorce yourself from the actual killing, the easier it is to kill someone. There's a big difference between stabbing someone and injecting them with poison.
So you're saying they took the knife before they killed her?
No. I don't know either way. They could have taken it afterwards. There's no way for us to know.
Could they have done that in the 3 minutes before Kay got here?
It's not impossible. 3 minutes is longer than you think. Anyway, what I was trying to say is that I don't know when they took the knife or whatever it was. We came here to get Alice's bracelet, and then Kay came by later. There was probably about a 30-minute window. Anyone could have taken it. They might not even have been the same person who killed Luna. Or it could be. There really isn't any way to know. And if we don't know, we really shouldn't try and draw conclusions. That could color our reasoning, and that's not good. Conclusions without any evidence are useless. So just forget any conclusions you might have come up with. Save that brain space for something more useful. Well, I think that about covers it. We clear?
Yeah.
Good. Anyway, we should tell the others.
About Luna, you mean?
Yeah.
We should go to the white doors then. Dio should still be there. Hopefully Tenmyoji and Clover will be there as well.
Yeah, good point. Once it's time to open that door, I'm sure they'll show up. Kay nodded and picked up Luna's bracelet.
Please, take this with you.
He held it out to me. I stared down at the bracelet. It felt wrong to just take it, like we were just using and abandoning her.
Is something the matter? You and Phi are the magenta pair. Without the green solo bracelet, you won't be able to open the secondary door.
I know. It's just... He pressed the bracelet gently into my hand.
If you don't wish Luna's death to be meaningless, then you must survive. Or do you intend to die without catching her killer?
Right. Yes. I sighed and closed my hand around the cold metal.
Good. Shall we go?
Wait. Shit.
Did something happen?
No. Well, not yet. We might be looking at a worst-case scenario.
Excuse me?
God.
Quark!
What the hell is wrong with me? How did I miss this? I'm sorry. This is my fault. It's just... There was so much going on I wasn't thinking.
What is it, goddammit? What did you miss?
Quark.
Quark? Oh, yeah. Without Quark, then Clover and Tenmyoji won't be able to get through. Oh shit. Tenmyoji is a red solo. Clover's a cyan pair. Quark's the other cyan pair. If he's not with them, they can't get through the secondary door.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh dear. This is bad. And if they haven't gotten in by the time the primary door shuts, they'll be penalized. If we haven't found Quark by then.
Time! How much time do we have left? Oh no.
Let's just go to the warehouse on floor B. Perhaps Quark has already been found.
I sure hope so. Let's move. Oh jeez. Oh, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. I sure hope they found Quark already. I just wish I could pretty much just skip this map transition, elevator transition. It's just gonna take a bit of a while. Come on. Pick up the pace.
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
You're late. The fuck were you thinking? You trying to kill me?
What about Quark?
What?
Did they find Quark?
How the fuck would I know? I've been here. Look, forget about him. Where's Alice's bracelet? Which one of you has it?
What about Tamiochi and Clover? Have they come back yet?
Look around, asshole. What do you think? Hey, pay attention. The bracelet. Do you have Alice's bracelet? Hand it over.
Fi pulled it out of her pocket. The face still shone with blue light. This had been Alice's bracelet. Fi's eyes never left Dio as she carefully handed the bracelet to Kay.
Good. Let's go. Hey, what is this? What, you don't like this door? Fine, we can take a different one. As long as we're in the right group, it shouldn't matter which door we take.
That's not the issue.
Then please tell me, what the fuck is the issue?
Being a human being. 3 of us still haven't arrived. If we leave them behind...
Come on! Now you're gonna grow a heart? You stay here, you're gonna kill me!
But...
3 minutes remain until chromatic.
Yeah, where the heck is Tamiochi, Clover, and Quark?
Alright, fine. I'll be honest with you. Truth is, I've got a kid. A baby. I was told that if I didn't win this game, my kid's as good as dead.
Oh, that's a low blow and you know it.
That's...
You have to trust me. I swear, it's God's honest truth. Zero told me to keep it under wraps, but I figure I don't have a lot of choice right now. I'll tell you more once we get inside. Please.
It's a lie. Don't listen to him. I want to scream. Dio is obviously lying, but it looked like Kay was buying it. But he had to go in. I couldn't try and stop him. If I did, they'd both die.
You have to believe me, Kay. Please. If you won't do it for me, do it for my kid. If I lose, it's all over. Please.
Kay turned to look at me and Fi. We both nodded silently back.
I understand. Let's go.
Really?
Yes. I have one condition, however.
A condition?
Yes. But it's not for you, Dio. Sigma, I want you and Fi to go into one of the doors as well.
Huh?
Dio and I cannot be the only survivors. I would have the 2 of you join us. That is my condition.
Damn it. Couldn't make this easy, could you?
What do you say? The decision is yours.
No. I can't do that. You're asking me to leave 3 people to die.
Use your fucking head for once. You're gonna get us killed. Is that what you want?
I can't just leave them behind.
Me either. I agree with Sigma. We can't just ditch them. I'm staying.
Bye.
Bunch of fucking idiots.
1 minute remains until chromatic doors close.
I see. I suspected that would be your answer. You leave me with no choice then. My apologies. You have my sympathy. I wish there was another way.
Why?
Do you actually believe Dio?
No, of course not. I only wish to save you. If I had not forced the issue, neither of you would have budged. Such is your character.
Kay, what are you doing?
I confess I am not entirely sure. I will think about it during the 10 seconds that remain. Goodbye.
Kay turned to the left, quickly disappearing outside of her door. Fi and I lay on the floor moaning, curled around our aching stomachs.
1 0. Chromatic doors closing.
Not quite able to walk yet, Fi and I crawled out of the secondary door. The punch Kay had given me had been incredibly powerful, and my arms and legs still felt numb and tingly. Can you stand?
Yeah. Can we just sit here for a moment, though? My body's gonna be fine, but I think I need a little time to get my feelings sorted out.
I nodded, and we sat there in silence. No matter what I did, I couldn't get their faces out of my head. Temiochi, Clover, Quark. I hoped they were all right somehow, but I wasn't sure how much time had passed before Fi finally stood up.
We should go.
And that was it. She turned and headed for the end of the hallway, feet dragging as if she were carrying something heavy. It was a moment or two before I followed. God. Oh, God. Did you see the plaque on the door?
Yeah. It said security. The footage from the surveillance cameras might run through here.
Does that mean we'll be able to see what's going on in the rest of the facility?
I'm not sure. Right now, all the screens are dark. Even if we could activate them, I doubt Zero is just gonna let us watch whatever we want.
Yeah, I'm worried about them. We don't know what happened to Kay and Dio either.
Yeah. Well, let's see what we can do here.
Unfortunately for that, the investigation of the security room will just have to wait for next time. So before I leave, is there anybody wants to say in the chat? So, this is World Cup the stream for today. Next time, we'll be able to investigate the security room and see what's going on with this place and where the heck Temiochi and Clover and Quark went. So, see you next time. Until then, fare thee well.